Jets fans,
Yeah.
notoriously worry, because you've gotten a lot of bad news through the years. What's going on? What are you feeling about Zach Wilson's
I'm
knee?
feeling terrible. So here's what so there's two separate answers to the question. I want to read you a text that I got. So one of my good friends with whom I play fantasy football is a physical therapist. And he was listening when I went through that wasn't really a rant yesterday on the air. It was more of like an emotional breakdown when I got the news that not only is Zach Wilson not starting week 1, which I wasn't expecting and wasn't in favor of, but, of course, that the earliest he may be back, is week 4. And so I went through, the various stages of grief there. And so my friend Alex texted me, 8 weeks post-op is a perfectly normal timeline and is safe, especially if this is a previously unstable knee given his PCL last year. It shows they're thinking more than about winning now, but rather actually doing the right thing for him. So I understand intellectually, I understand this is probably the right thing. But I think any football fan will understand that you wait, what has it been? I think we're going to open Get Up today by saying it's been 207 days since the last NFL game was played. The last time the Jets played a meaningful one was well over 300 days ago. So, and by that I mean their games stopped having meaning sometime in the middle of October probably last year. So you wait, and it starts with this. It starts with Joe Flacco. The Jets are trying to develop a quarterback, and for all of the improvements that hopefully they've made with the really good draft and some of the free agent acquisitions, and hopefully the coach figuring out some idea about what he's doing in his second year, the only thing that really matters, or it matters so disproportionately to everything else that it's practically the only thing that matters, is that they develop this kid, and they turn him into a great quarterback, which he has been drafted to be. And the fact that at least the first half of this season is now guaranteed to be tied up in, is he really healthy? Is he ready? Has he had enough practice? Is the knee stable? It's just depressing.
Does it remind you of Sam Darnold all over again to a degree? I mean, he had an injury earlier in his career, and it's like he never really got a chance. He never
had a chance.
Yeah.
No, look, more young quarterbacks in the NFL are ruined than developed. That's 100% true. Look at Josh Allen. Look at the player who's going to be on the field tonight, Key. Josh Allen is the perfect example of organizational success. Now, first and foremost, give him credit because he obviously worked his behind off to be where he is right now and has done everything right. But they also did everything right. They brought him along at the right pace. They didn't put too much on his plate. It was once described to me as like if you go to a picnic and you have a paper plate and you put some stuff on it and it holds up just fine. You put a little chicken on there. Then all of a sudden, I'm going to put some potatoes on there and it starts getting kind of wobbly. And then you put the vegetables and the whole thing comes apart. If you just sort of put enough on the plate until it can hold more, and then you just keep building and building and building at the appropriate pace, you wind up with Josh Allen, which is you have an MVP caliber player who was taken in the same draft as the aforementioned Sam Darnold, and is now your team is going to be a contender for the next 15 years.
Mike. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.